What's up, traders? It's Art. Welcome back to my second video. Let's officially get this day started. Cheers! Ooh, a little too excited. I got the little Red Bull Fuji apple and ginger. It's so bomb. If you haven't tried it, absolutely go ahead. But in this video, I wanted to go over pretty much kind of going off what we've spoken about in the last video, which is the reason why most traders are failing, which is lack of discipline. And in this video, I wanted to go over how we can actually get that fixed, or at least move forward to fixing that within our trading. And I got this little checklist right here, which we're gonna go over. But first, I gotta start up my truck. And I already went ahead and did my inspection, my pre-trip. And if you know nothing about trucking, we as truck drivers are legally obligated to inspect our equipment before actually heading out on the road. Now, reason being is, where are my keys? Reason being is that we want to make sure that the equipment is safe and legal to operate on public roads. So we do a physical inspection, make sure that everything's good. And yeah, so that being said, I already did my PTI, so let's get the truck started and let it warm up. And we'll get back to the topic of the video. Yeah, boy! All right, back at the office. All right, so the list that I have here is, this list right here is our pre-trading checklist. It is a, I know it's kind of long, but it is similar to what we have with trucking. This list right here, this checklist we use, or we should use, especially at this stage that we're at right now, is something that we should use to make sure that we are good to trade. Because we don't want to be taking executions on a whim. We don't want to be wasting our opportunities to make money, because every bit of capital that we have is not we don't want it to go to waste. Think about it like this. We have one bullet, two max, that we can fire off in a day or in a session, or however you want to approach your trading. But ideally, you want to have one bullet, this one trade, one set of risk that you want to execute upon every day. And you want to make sure that it's good. You don't want to be wasting this opportunity to make money if you're not in the right state of mind, if the market conditions are not optimal for us to trade. You see what I'm getting at, right? You don't want to be wasting your opportunity and get stopped out, waste capital just because you wanted to take a trade, but you didn't step back and make sure that everything's good, that you're mentally sharp, you're in the right place, you're trading not from fear or not from greed or your desire to make money. You're just here to take this opportunity to execute your plan. So without further ado, we have six little sections right here. Again, I'll show it up close, but I will link a like a PNG or a PDF in the bio of the video, so you can copy, download it, print it, do whatever you want. So the first is going to be mental state. And in this one, we're kind of taking an assessment of ourselves. Are we emotionally neutral? Are we calm? Are we going to be trading because we want to execute our plan, and we're not here to do like FOMO trading, revenge trading, or we're in a rush, we want to make our money back from, let's say we lost last week or yesterday. Are we emotionally stable? So the next is the market read. What is going on within the market? What's the high time frame bias saying? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Are we in a range right now? Is it a good time to trade at all? And then are we doing, is the market doing an expansion, or is it retracing right now? What is going on with the market? You got to understand what's going on. Like I said, you don't want to be wasting your opportunity placing random trades because you thought you don't want to waste your opportunity. That's pretty much all there is to it. And are there any high time frame, high impact news that are going to be coming out soon? Let's say Jerome Powell is going to speak. Like, you don't want to be trading that, man. You're going to get stopped out. Next is liquidity check. You want to know what is going on with liquidity, where your liquidity pools are at. Because a lot of times the market, if it hits these certain liquidity areas, it is going to react in a certain way. So you want to know your liquidity, where it's situated at. And then you want to know if it's already been taken. And if it was taken, do you know where the next liquidity pool is going to be targeted. Excuse me. Next is going to be our model confirmation. So, this is a little more specific and more individual. So I'm going to go off of what my model is, which is, did liquidity sweep happen? Was a break of structure confirmed? Is there a clean displacement that caused a fair value gap? And is my high time frame, man, I can't speak today. I haven't finished my drink. Anyways, is my high time frame and low time frame aligned? So this is going to be your individual entry, like I said. So the next is going to be our risk. Do I have a fixed risk? Do I know how much I'm risking in this trade? Am I going to be risking 0.5%, 1%, 2% if you're ballsy? But what is your risk? Is my stop loss placed logically? Like, is it in a logical place? Is it under structure, or do you know where you're going to be placing your stop loss? Do I have at least 2.2 to 1 risk to reward placement potential? I'm sorry. And am I under my daily loss limit and max trades? Now, a lot of people, they have 2 trades that they're willing to take every single day, and they're willing to risk 1% a day. So if you're under that, and let's say you're doing just 1 trade a day, you don't have to worry about any of this, the last little point that I mentioned. But if you're already taking a few trades today, and you already have a specific amount of trades that you can trade, you don't want to be taking the trade, even if it's good, but you're going to be breaking your rules. And then the last one is execution. Is the entry 100% aligned with my model? Am I going to be chasing the price, or is it coming to me? And did I plan out the stop loss, the take profit before actually entering the trade? And last one is, do I fully accept the risk? Like, if it's going to go against me, do I fully accept that it's going to happen? And am I going to be okay with it? Because ultimately, you are trading your model. You're here to trade your model, not to make profit. And this is something that you have to keep in mind. But that being said, this checklist right here should definitely, if you follow it to the T, it should definitely make your trading much more intentional rather than spontaneous. It's not going to be trading just to enter a trade, or fear of missing out and then you got stopped out. Like, if you've been trading long enough, you know what I'm talking about. We've all done these mistakes where we just let's say the market starts, like, it pumps up, and then you don't want to miss the trade, and then you enter the trade, and then you get stopped out. It completely goes against you. So with all that being said, you want to make sure that everything is all your trading goes according to your checklist. You want to make sure that you are good to go. And like I mentioned before with trucking, you want to make sure that everything, like with the truck, every little moving piece, under the hood, the engine is working well, the lights are working well, there's no air leaks, there's nothing, the brakes are working properly. Because all those things, like, if something isn't operating properly, you could either get pulled over for it if the officer sees it, or you can get pulled in for an inspection. And if that gets found out, that's not going to be good for you. You're either going to get a violation, you're going to get a ticket, or you can get placed out of service, where you're not allowed to actually leave the wait station until you get that issue fixed. So it has repercussions. Same with trading. If you don't have everything prepared, there are going to be repercussions. If you are not ready to trade mentally, if the market doesn't give you the opportunity to trade, and you just enter a trade just for the hell of it, there's going to be repercussions, which is us losing our capital. So that is something you have to think about. And I'm kind of glad that I had this little bit with with my truck, because when I was driving here to work, I wasn't actually thinking about doing that, or at least I didn't think about the connection between the two. But when I got here, when I started talking, I kind of made the connection. But it makes sense, right? Like, you got to be prepared before you actually get out on the road or get into the market. You got to make sure that everything's set, everything's good, you're good mentally, you're good with the market, with the structure, everything, that your model is ready, that you're going to be entering a trade that is calculated, that, you're essentially, you're running a business. You are running a trading business. And if you're treating it like a business where everything is calculated, where everything is, you follow a system, then eventually it's going to work out in your favor. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to link a printout or PDF. I'll figure something out. I'll add it in the bio for you guys to use. And yeah, definitely start using this list. Make your own. If you want to shorten it, if you want to make it your own in any way, but I will include this and you guys start using it also, because I'm definitely using this. I understand the importance of doing so, because if I don't, man, I'm gonna blow this account like it's nothing. So yeah, be intentional with your trading, follow the checklist. And I got a rule right here at the bottom that says, rule, trade only if all boxes are checked off. Right here at the bottom. If they are all checked off, you're good to go. If not, don't trade. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys got a little something out of this video. I hope it was you know, least bit educational. I hope my speaking is clear. I'm still getting used to speaking on camera, so sooner or later my speech is going to get more clear and more it's going to get better and once I get used to actually speaking on camera. But for now, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.